It's Adrenaline again, your weekly dose of business inspiration from the stables of Pharmalliance. This week we'll be looking at the topic of place. 1P amongst the 7 in your quest to build the perfect store. Place generally refers to location. Study of literature for business, especially retail, tells you that it's location, location, location. Your location goes a long way in determining the success you record in your business. But when you're looking at your location, what exactly are you looking for? You're looking at the geography. What does the environment look like? You're looking at the demography. Who are the people in that environment? What's the age? What's the gender? You look at the psychography. What makes them buy? What's their socio-economic stand? Socio-economic classification. Where are they? Are they rich? Are they poor? Are they somewhere in between? The density of population. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, if you ask me, I'll tell you population is one of the most important things to look out for when you are looking at your location, because it is people you are there to serve. And then you also want to know whether it's in a core residential area, a business environment, or probably close to a hospital. 9 years ago, when we had the first edition of the panel, having searched all literature and not finding one that is apt for pharmacy, one of our key speakers then, pharmacist Abiola Adekunle of Kunleara Pharmacy in Ibadan, came up with a definition for pharmacy locations, and he classified retail pharmacy locations into different types, depending on the density, the income, and whether it was in a neighborhood or along the streets. I will borrow from him to make this presentation to you. He called the location type a high income, high density neighborhood pharmacy. Now let me be quick to say that these locations are very difficult to find, if any, because you know there's a little mismatch when you talk about income and density. The rich are not usually in densely populated areas. Another example is high income, high density street pharmacy. One is neighborhood. Neighborhood will mean something like an estate or a core residential area. Street will mean like an Allen Avenue, Aba Road, Adetukubu Ademola in Abuja. I'm sure you understand what I mean. So another one is high income, high density street pharmacy. Also not very popular because, like I said, the rich don't like staying in crowded areas. We have high income, low density neighborhood pharmacy. And you have a lot of those in those high prime estates where you see the rich have carved as an exclusive area for themselves. And also we have the high income, low density street pharmacy. Now those are places where you have the rich. There are not too many, but it's not in a core residential area. It's like on the high street. The next one will be medium income, high density neighborhood pharmacy. Now this is one of the best you could find, where the people have the ability to afford, and then they are there in their sufficient number. The other one is the medium income, high density street pharmacy. When I say street pharmacy, is a mixture of both residential and business people living on that street. And then the next will be medium income, low density neighborhood pharmacy. Even though it's not as good as the medium income, high density, but then it still works. Then we have the medium income, low density street pharmacy. Now the ones we're coming to now are the ones where a number of us are skeptical to go into. Low income, high density area. So if it's low income and high density, it's still good. What I tell people is give the population what they want. Whether it's in Ajegunle or whether it's in Mushin, wherever. Just make sure that whatever they want, because they have healthcare needs that you can meet for them. So whether it's a neighborhood or street pharmacy that has a low income and it has a high density, it's good business for you. Yes, you can thrive in those kind of places because yes, you may not be able to sell high ticket items, but you sell enough low ticket items to be able to meet your need. Especially because you also know that in those kind of locations, the cost of running business is also low. But then the one that is a little bit tricky, where you need to be very careful, is when it is low income, low density. You need to be very good in business to survive in these kind of areas. The next one I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, is pharmacies that are close to hospitals, whether in the neighborhood or in the streets. This is a delicate one because you really need to pattern your business according to the whims and caprices of those within the hospitals. And so it takes some special or delicate skill to be able to manage those kind of pharmacies. And then last but not the least, a mix which we call the potpourri pharmacy. You have it streets, the mix of streets, a mix of neighborhood. The socioeconomic life is not so well defined. You also need to find a way of fitting yourself in there. Dear colleagues, I've tried my best to show you how retail locations are classified. But then, the most important thing for you to note is that each location requires a different strategy. It's all in your hands now. Make the best of it. Thank you.